Shalom. First off, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha, Kodash. Yahweh is the true name of a Heavenly Father, who the world ignorantly calls God. And Yahweh Shai is the true name of the only begotten Son of Yahweh, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. I want to give double honors to my apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who I learned this truth from, and peace and blessings goes to the hopeful elect, my brothers that are on the highways pushing this word and this truth in sincerity. I'm the brother Isaiah from GMS LA, and in today's lesson, Lord willing, this lesson is edifying through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. And in today's lesson, I like to go into, in the kingdom of heaven, we will have joy of our children. All right, because being in, here in Babylon, here in captivity, it's very hard to have joy of your children on this side. Okay, but in the kingdom of heaven, we're gonna enjoy our children, and we're not gonna enjoy one or two. We're gonna enjoy a sand of the sea of them. We're gonna enjoy millions to the billions of our children, of sons and daughters. All right, and the inspiration of this lesson, comes from a conversation that I had with my mother. My mother, she always has these crazy dreams, and I'm always telling her don't pay attention to them, because some dreams they're just dreams, but some dreams are spiritual. And this particular one that she told me was one of them. And I just thought to keep this to myself, but having a conversation with her brother, he said I should make a video on it. And Lord willing, again, that this lesson is edifying through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. All right, because based off that conversation that I had, and what the dream that my mom told me, got me thinking how we're really gonna have joy of our children, and that's something that I look forward to in the Lord's kingdom. One of the infinite things, because there's gonna be I can't put a number to it, but there's gonna be a lot of things. There's gonna be a lot, all right, to look forward to in the Lord's kingdom. All right, there's a lot to think about. All the pleasures all the joy that the Lord is gonna bring for us in His kingdom. And one out of infinite things is having true joy of our children. Because for you brothers that have children on this side, know that it is a blessing to have seeds. It is a blessing, but it is also a lot of work. Okay, and you also catch hell with having children, man. That's another hell that we catch, of having children, just because we're in captivity, and all the things that Esau tries to do to our children. All right, and giving power to the woman to use these children against us. Which in the kingdom of heaven, the hell that we catch of just having children, we're not gonna worry about that no more. We're not gonna suffer that no more. All right. As soon as your woman is born as a seed, Esau wants to stick needles in that child. Or you gotta fight for your right to not let Esau put needles in. What I want to say, that the all the shots in the child. Okay, that's not right. Esau wants to immediately cut off the umbilical cord. And let's not forget the cost. If you don't have health insurance, just the cost of having a baby here, man. you know, birthing the baby. You know, they charge a woman for just to hold the baby. Okay, but Salakia with the little rant. But just let's get into the dream, and I have a few scriptures. So the dream that my mom told me, she told me that she had a dream that I was on a throne with a crown. I was a king, and I had a bunch of children, a lot of children just around me. You know, they were all my seeds, just a bunch of them. You know, when she told me that kind of brightened up my day, because, you know, I enjoy children. You know, I don't want to have, you know, a bunch of children on this side, because it's hell, and we're really not in that time to try to start a have a big family and all that, unless that's the Lord's will for you. You know, it's never, it's never in our minds to have seeds in this place, but it just happens because it's not of our will, it's the Lord's will. Okay, it's the Lord's will for us to have seeds. All right, in Babylon, you had certain prophets like Prophet Isaiah. All right, he had seeds. He had children. The prophet Hosea. All right, that he had children, and some of your lots, for you brothers that are in this truth, you have brothers that don't have seeds, but you have brothers that do, to have children. You know, on this side, and that's the lot that the Lord wanted for that brother, man. You know, but just, you know, having a seed here in America is hell in itself. Okay, it's hell in itself because, like I mentioned earlier, just as soon as your baby is born, Esau wants to stick needles. All right, you got to go to all these doctor appointments, and these doctors are trying to force you to, or convince you to take to have your baby get them shots, and when you keep refusing, they treat you differently. All right, to the fact that you gotta send your kids to these schools and the shit that they're being programmed to learn. All right. Oh, and let's not forget about how we're in the valley of the shadow of death, man. Anything can happen. You have a lot of children are getting kidnapped. All right, you got pedophilia running on a high level, man. But, you know, us that are serving Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, that's not for us to worry about. As long as we continue to believe and serve Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, not only us will be protected, but our household as well. All right, but the fact that in the kingdom of heaven, we're not gonna have to worry about our children anymore. We're gonna have true joy of our seeds. We're gonna be fruitful and multiply, just like in the time of Noah. All right, let's get that. After the first death, after the Lord flooded the earth and wiped out most of humanity except for 8 people. He saved 8 people, which was Noah and his 3 sons, Ham, Shem, and Japheth, which it wasn't just men that were saved, it was their wives as well. Each of them had a wife. All right, total of 8 people. So when you go to Genesis 9:1, it says, "And the Most High blessed Noah and his sons, and said unto them, Be fruitful and multiply, and replenish the earth." Right, and considering what happened then, you know, the Lord just killed off everybody, man, and saved them. And the Lord told them, as soon as they got off the ark, to be fruitful and multiply. Okay? Because we're going to be, in the kingdom of heaven, we're going to be very fruitful. And we're going to multiply rapidly, man. Each woman that we lie with is going to bear our seed. It's going to bear our son or daughter, man. And we're not gonna have to worry about, in this world you can't just have just seeds like that, man, because that can affect you. That having seed is a lot of money. You gotta be, if you have children, you have to be responsible, man, to be able to take care of them children. You gotta put yourself last. Don't think for yourself. You gotta think of them first. Make sure they got diaper. You gotta make sure your woman's fed. You gotta make sure, all the accessories, man. But in the kingdom of heaven, we're not gonna have to worry about that, man. We're gonna have our woman. We're gonna have, man, our children are gonna have maids to take care of them. They're gonna be assigned a maid, a servant, to be able to serve them for the rest of their life, man. They're gonna be doing good. Not like on this side where you have to work and see if you can find a babysitter if you don't have someone to watch, a family member to watch your seed, man. Because in this side, the man, they only get a certain day off, man. And that's another thing. You have seeds on this side, right? You can't, you hardly see them at times, man. You're always working, You're always working. You don't really have time to really enjoy and enjoy your children like we really should, man. In the ancient world, we taught our children everything. Okay? We taught our children everything, man. And just off that alone, that builds a bond between you and your seed. In the ancient world, we will teach them about the history. All right, when you go to the book of, I always like to bring this out. When you go to the book of Joshua, the 4th chapter and the 21st verse. All right, I'll start from 20. Joshua 4:20 says, "And those 12 stones which they took out of Jordan did Joshua pitch in Gilgal." Which those 12 stones represent the 12 tribes when we crossed to the river Jordan, right? It says, "And he spake unto the children of Israel, saying, When your children shall ask their fathers in the time to come, saying, What mean these stones? Then ye shall let your children know, saying, Israel came over this Jordan on dry land." Right? Because children, when you're around little kids, they have a lot of questions, man. They'll be asking you things, wanted to know. They're very curious. And this is why Esau, he first of all, he allowed the woman gave the woman rights specifically, not only to tax them, but to get the children at a young age. Because in the 50s, the women were at home, being housewives, watching the children, while the dad works his 40-hour shift, come home to a clean house, a happy wife, kids making noise and having fun. That brightens your day. You may have, as a man, just in this society, you have a hard day or a tough day at work, just coming home to your wife, happy, cooking you food, and your children coming home saying "daddy" to you, that brightens up your day. That makes you forget what the hell you went through for 40 hours or more at work, man. Because the only reason why you're working is for them, so they can have a house over their head, clothes on their back, food in their belly. But in this time that we're in, it's hard. Esau, he gave the woman rights to simply to get the children, to indoctrinate them at a young age, instead of teaching our children about the history and who we are as a people, teaching them the truth in the names of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. You got Esau teaching them the BS at these schools, man. And let me not forget the alphabet shit, man, that they're trying to, over here in LA, that they're trying to force upon these children, man. You as a parent have no right, according to Esau, If your children want to identify one of those, you can't really say nothing, or they could take your children away. They even have laws where if your children, if you didn't accept them, they can go to a foster care, man. This is hell, bro. This is hell, and I can go more into it. But the reason why I brought this out was because we're supposed to teach our children at home. What you call a homeschool, man. You'll teach your children about the history. You teach your children about the Most High and His laws, statutes, commandments. You teach the Most High. I mean, not Slakia. You teach your children about the Most High's righteousness and what pleases Him. You getting them ready to serve the Lord. But what now is these children are in these schools getting ready to serve Esau, man. While you're already serving Esau. You know, you work so hard, you barely have time to spend time with your children. Even when you do, you're so tired all the goddamn time. That's hell. That is hell, man. Because we're supposed to teach our children. That creates a bond. A bond, man. Really, these teachers, Esau is the father to your and mother to your children, man. You're just babysitting them, really. All right, because Esau can just take your kids away if they wanted to. Let's go to the book of Sirach 30:1. It says, "He that loveth his son causeth him oft to feel the rod, and that he may have joy of him in the end." Right, man. Let's go into disciplining your children. Because when you have children, you don't treat them like they're your best friends. Like, you gotta, treat them right, man. You gotta, you gotta correct them. You gotta discipline them, man. You gotta be hard on them at times. You gotta be a parent. You gotta be a father. Okay? He that chastiseth his son shall have joy in him, and shall rejoice of him among his acquaintance. Right, like you have a lot of fathers that are proud, that have, that are proud of their son and how he became, man. Like you see certain athletes, like, let me see, who comes to mind? Like these basketball players, like, we got Jalen Brunson, New York. His dad, I forgot his dad's name. But you also had Gary Payton that played for the Warriors. His dad, you can tell by the look of his face how proud he is of his son. Oh, what's the guy's name? What's that guy's name? Marvin Harrison. Let me see. I want to show you. Right, Marvin Harrison Jr. This guy, he's a dope wide receiver, man. He just got drafted to the Arizona. His father is Marvin Harrison, right? And I watched the interview of him going into how hard his dad was on him, how disciplined his dad was. It made him work. That's how, great he was. That's how he became the player that he was today, because of his pops. Okay? And then you know that his pops is having joy. He's rejoicing about it. My son's in NFL following my footsteps. Okay? But us in this truth that I have children, we're not teaching our children to be NFL players or to be NBA players or to be, famous in this world. We're teaching our children of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man. You have brothers that have children that know and will bless you in the name of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. You have brothers that have children that tell them of dreams that they have, man. Y'all brothers that have children that believe, that sincerely believe in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Okay? Because next verse says, He that teacheth his son grieveth the enemy, and before his friends he shall rejoice of him. Right, he that teacheth his son. And we have children. We try to teach our children the best we can, the right way. We try to teach them in the name of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man. We're not, trying to make them prophets or anything. But we teach them in the name of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. We teach them of the Lord, man. And I agree with the enemy, which is who? Esau Edom. Esau Edom don't want us teaching our kids, or I should stop saying kids, but Esau Edom don't want us teaching our children. I agree with him, man. You know, in his eyes, that's his job. Which they're not teaching their children shit. They're indoctrinating them of his wickedness. And that's another hell that we have to catch on this side. Alright, that was it. Yeah, that's all I'll read from that. Let's go back to where was I at? Well, we read Joshua 4 and Genesis 9 about being fruitful and multiply. Let's read that one more time. Genesis 9 and 1. It says, "And the Most High blessed Noah and his sons and said unto them, Be fruitful and multiply and replenish the earth." Right, man. Just like how Noah and his sons need to replenish the earth because of the first death, which was a flood. The elect men are going to get delivered, which they ain't going to just be men that can be delivered. It's going to be women as well, the 1/3. All right. When we come back, the Lord is going to have us be fruitful and multiply, man, because a lot of our people are going to die. 2/3 of our people. And let's not forget the rebels. All right. A lot of our people are going to die, man. But as it is written, it says that all Israel shall be saved. All Israel is going to be saved, man. All right. All Israel is going to be saved. How are all Israel going to be saved? Because the Lord has a remnant. All right. Though 2/3 of our people cut off and die here in America, they're going to come back in the right minds as the elect's children, man. Like you have a brother that you may be cool with, a blood brother. He dies, but he come back as your seed. Hey, you may have a good friend, a good, a worldly friend, someone that you used to know or someone that you're cool with at work. He may come back as your seed, man. When we have children in the kingdom, it's gonna be a very beautiful thing, man. We're not gonna have to worry about Esau or at all, man. You have brothers that are catching hell with children, because they had, they have a demon woman, man. The woman put them on child support. You have that co-parenting where parents sleep. They co-parent. They're not together anymore, but they have a child, so they have to parent to that child. And one weekend the father gets them, another weekend the mother. You got brothers that deal with that. Have to deal with that's hell, man. A child should have both their parents. The parents shouldn't be split up. But Esau Edom, he has it where he give women the liberty and the right to leave the father if he wants, to put him on child support. You got brothers that are dealing with that's hell, man. You have brothers that have children, they can't even see their children. That's hell. That's effing hell, man. But it'll all be over, because in the kingdom of heaven, we're gonna have true joy with no worries at all, man. We're going to be fruitful. Every woman that we have, we're going to have children. There's going to be too many children, man. They're going to be spread out through the world, through the earth, and through the galaxies, man. And we're going to see to live generations. We're going to live forever. You're going to see your children have children. You're going to see one of your 18,000 child have his 1,000 child, if that makes sense. We're going to, man. This is why when the Lord told Abraham, look up, can you number the stars? Abraham couldn't, because that's how Israel's going to be. We're going to be, man. Hey, let me read this too. In Exodus 1. Man, Exodus 1 and 8 says, Now there arose up a new king over Egypt, which knew not Joseph. And he said unto his people, Behold, the people of the children of Israel are more mightier than we. Come on, let us deal wisely with them, lest they multiply. And it come to pass that when there falleth out any war, they join also unto our enemies and fight against us, and so get them up out of the land. Let me see. There's more. I'll continue with verse 11. So therefore they did set over them taskmasters to afflict them with their burdens, and they built for Pharaoh treasures cities, Pithom and Ramses. But the more they afflicted them, the more they multiplied and grew, and there were grieved because of the children of Israel. Right? Why? Because we were having we were having a lot of sex, man. Our men, you go through hardcore bondage. The only pleasure that you wanted to do is go sleep with your woman, man. And so the more they afflicted us, the more we grew, man. We're the scent of the sea. And how much more when the Lord established his kingdom on earth, when we're gonna have full joy of them, man. When there's no limit, we're not gonna have to wear condoms. All right, that's hell in itself. You gotta wear a goddamn condom, or even pulling out. All right, you gotta pull out, man. We shouldn't pull out. That's unnatural. All right, we gotta release our seed, but we gotta do what we gotta do so we won't have children on this side, because it's never our goal, to have seeds. All right, it's never our goal. It's not our will. It's not our plan. But you meet a woman and you've been with her for a while. And, you may start off that way, and then eventually you get tired of that shit. So you start, and then boom, 9 months later, there's a baby. It's not of your will, but it's the Lord's will for you to have a seed. Just like I was mentioning earlier, you had, prophets like Isaiah. He had a seed. All right. Prophet Isaiah, he had a seed. Prophet Hosea. Okay. Which their seeds had ominomas, which represent some. Certain brothers lots in this hour are to have children, but some brothers lots are not to have children. I know there's brothers out there that probably want children but just can't have them. But don't worry, we're gonna have many children, man. Because we're gonna have many. We're gonna be able to enjoy. Because for the bros, it is a blessing to see your seed, to see him grow. But it's hell. It's also hell being that we're in Babylon. Let me get Damn, I forgot what I was gonna get. Slakia. Jeremiah. Man, I literally forgot what I was about to get. Slakia. I was gonna get Genesis. I was reading Exodus 1. What was it? Slakia, bro. I forgot what I was gonna get. I knew it wasn't for Jeremiah. Let me see. All right, Jeremiah. Lord will it come back to me, but I'll bring this one out. Jeremiah 31 and 8 says, Behold, I will bring them from the north country, and gather them from the coast of the earth, and with them the blind and the lame, the woman with child, and her that travaileth with child, together. A great company shall return thither. And this was, during the time of Babylon, but this applies now. You have seeds. A thought comes, well, man, I'm gonna have seeds in that day. I'm gonna have to go through Jacob's trouble with my seed. Hey, don't worry about it, because you could have just born a child that is brought here for salvation, man. Okay, if you can continue to do the work, if we continue to do the work of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, don't worry about your children. All right, they'll be good. You know, they'll be taken care of, man. The Lord didn't give you children for no reason, man. You know, in that day they'll be taken care of. Hey, this says that we're gonna eat, right? And that day it says we're gonna eat, we're gonna be married, so it's not just gonna be us, it's gonna be the ones that are with us, our women if they ride with us, and our children. You know, if it's the Lord's lot for them, man. But we gotta continue to worry about our own salvation. I hope that they make it as well. Okay? Because they're all gonna be, hey, the 1/3 it consists of women, all right, and children. Okay? You're gonna have a lot of children that are gonna be saved that are of the elect seeds. All right, so let me just end it. I got 2 more scriptures. Can't believe I forgot what I was gonna get. Oh, there you go. It was Isaiah. I wanted to bring this one out. Slakia. It came back to me. All praise to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. This is Isaiah chapter 60, verse 22. It says, "A little one shall become 1,000, and a small one a strong nation. I, the Lord, will hasten it in his time." Right, because I was mentioning about the sand of the sea, Israel being the sand of the sea and the stars of heaven. Well, in the kingdom of heaven, man, you're going to have a little one is going to become 1,000, and a small one a strong nation, bro. Think about that. The Lord will hasten. He's going to make it happen, man. So when we come back when we come back on earth from the chariots after the destruction, we're going to be getting busy, man. We're going to get busy with women, man. We're going to tear down these nations, put them in subjection, come back home and pipe our women and bear seed, man. All right, we will not be sexually deprived no more. We don't have to worry about wearing condoms. We're not gonna have to worry about pulling out, man. You know, because we got to be fruitful and multiply. We got to bring back the nation, man. It's gonna be work. Okay, it's gonna be work. Let's get the book of Psalms 127 and 3. It says, "Lo, children are an heritage of the Lord, and the fruit of the womb is his reward." Right, it's his reward. It's a beautiful thing to have children, man. It's a blessing to have children. You know, it's like a piece of you. You know, I look at certain women, and I wonder what it'd be like to have a kid with her, man. Have a seed with her. I'm like, damn, I wonder what my child would look like. That woman got brown, curly, long hair. Man, I wonder if I had a son, what would she look like? You know, like I see a beautiful Moabite, or I wonder what my seed would look like if I had seed with her. You know, but we can't just be having seed with multiple women, man, on this side, man. That's very unwise, considering the times they're in. You know, but in the kingdom of heaven, we're going to have seed with all different type of women, man. We're going to be planting our seeds in a lot of different land. All right, they're going to come out looking different. You know? Beautiful, handsome. We're going to have beautiful daughters, handsome sons. No blemish, man. No worries. You don't have to worry about someone snatching them or kidnapping. You don't have to worry about something bad happening to them, because that's another thing you as a father have to worry about. But you know what kills the worry is prayer. I always pray for the protection of my seed. It's very important. Okay, but it says, "Lo, children are an heritage of the Lord, and the fruit of the womb is his reward. As arrows are in the hand of a mighty man, so are children of the youth. Happy is the man that hath his quiver full of them. They shall not be ashamed, but they shall speak with the enemies in the gates. Let's read that in NLT. Children are a gift from the Lord. So see, children are a gift. It's a gift. It's literally a gift. You're seeing a piece of you in that seed, man. Like I see my son, and I see, he's just like me. He is just like me. He is just like me. He looks just like me. He acts like me. He is just like, he's like a little mini me, bro. A little mini me. That's how I know he gonna be crazy. He's already crazy. It's a lot of work, man. Too. Just watching them seeds, it's a lot of work. This is why that's why the Lord gave you woman job. Your woman's job was to take care of the seed, not to have a career and all that. It's to raise up children and take care of the seed. That's a 24-hour job. It's a tiring job, but it's also a beautiful thing. But in the kingdom of heaven, like I mentioned earlier, you're gonna have servants. Each seed that you're gonna have a servant that's gonna bring your child up, man. That's gonna watch your children. Man, you don't even have to have a servant. You can leave them out in the woods, man, like this, playing with animals, man. You can leave them out in another planet and they'll be good. They'll be good. You don't have to worry about them. Come back years later, hey father, I haven't seen you in centuries. Hey, or I should say, hey Abba, Shalom, Abba. Have no worries, man. You can't leave your seed out, man. Now on this side, you can't leave your seed out of the sight for a second, man. Every time I'm in public, I'm circumspect. Make sure tight. Edomite, oh, you got a cute baby. Or I give him a me look, like very watchful of my surroundings. It's on point when I have my seat out, But in the kingdom of heaven, we're not gonna have to worry. They're gonna be good. Okay. Well, let's continue reading. It says, children born to young men are like arrows in a warrior's hand. And we're going to be young forever. Think about that, man. How joyful is the man whose quiver is full of them. He will not be put to shame when he confronts his accusers at the city gates. And that's what's getting ready to happen. We're going to confront our enemies, Esau, Edom. All right, with our children. So let's go. We're gonna get our children. Let's go fuck up some Edomites. Let's go whip some Edomites. Let's go watch some Edomites work. On this side you have all these toys. We have all these toys for our seeds. In the kingdom of heaven, you devils are gonna be other toys, man, because our seeds are gonna have spiritual power, man. Oh, I've seen a Credible 2. I don't know if y'all seen it. I've seen that. And in one scene when the baby Jack, when Mr. Credible found out that his son Jack finally got powers, he had laser beam. He had laser beam, man. All right. He was so excited. He's like, "Damn, son, you laser beam that? You got lasers? Oh man, I gotta see you burn some Edomites." It's gonna be, the kingdom of heaven is gonna be beautiful, man. It's gonna be beautiful. All right, but let's get Psalms 128. And 1, it says, a song of Greece. Blessed is everyone that feareth the Lord, that walketh in his ways. For thou shalt eat the labor of thine hands. Right, we're gonna enjoy our labor, man. All right, and the labor that we put in now, because when we do the work of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, part of what we're sacrificing is time with our children. We gotta put that family time aside. We gotta put the Lord first. And there's nothing wrong with having family time. But what you can't put first is your children over the Lord. You know, the Lord first, then you have family time. You know, it's a balance. You enjoy your children, but you know, I seen Jake at Jake at this camp. They got all disenchanted and stopped coming because of their family. You know, because they wanted to, they wanted to watch the children play football, or they wanted to work on Saturdays because they didn't have no faith that the Lord would provide for them in their household, man. But anyway, it says, for thou shalt eat the labor of thy hands, happy shalt thou be, and it shall be well with thee. Thy wife shall be as a fruitful vine by the sides of thy house. Right, our wives. You're not gonna have no more barren, man. You're not gonna have a woman that's not gonna have that can't have children. All the women you're gonna have are gonna be able to bear children, man. And every time you sleep with them, first time, the second time, the third time, the 500th time, they're gonna bear your seeds, man. Okay, they're gonna be fruitful. It's a fruitful vine by the sides of thy house. Thy children like olive plants round about the table. All right. You're gonna be around. You're gonna have a big family dinner, man. You're gonna have one of the longest goddamn dinner table. You're gonna have a very long dinner table, man. You may have to put some dinner tables floating in the sky because you're gonna have so much children, man. You know. Verse 4 says, behold, that thus shall be the man. Behold, that thus shall be the man be blessed that feareth the Lord. So who fears the Lord? Us. We fear the Lord. And just because of that, we're going to be blessed. All right? The Lord shall bless thee out of Zion, and thou shalt see the good of Jerusalem all the days of thy life, man. So the Lord's going to bless us, man. And we're going to see the good of Jerusalem for eternity. Because we're never going to die. We're going to live forever, man. We're going to be young forever. We're going to have children. We're going to see their children. We're going to see them have children. Like it says right here, it says, yeah, thou shalt see thy children's children, and peace upon Israel, man. What we desire, man. You know? That's one of the infinite things I look forward to, is having joy of children, man. You know, no worries, no hell, no problems. Shit, you even have, depending on the woman you have, you can have hell with raising your children over the woman. Just off different views of what you want the children to do or not to do, man. I can't wait to the kingdom of heaven, man. But you know, I was gonna read a little bit more scriptures going into how our children are gonna be able to play with lines. You can read that in Isaiah 11, but I'll end it there. You know, Lord willing, this lesson comforted you and was edifying through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. So, till next time, Shalom.